Um, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so it's gonna be a short video, but I mean, I may do one later on this week or not. I don't know yet. But this video is basically about a experiment I am considering doing, and the reason I am considering it is because it's so the image I have up right now is showing Tesla in his workshop, I guess, surrounded by lightning. And the reason why he is not getting affected or hit by it is because, one, he doesn't perceive it as a danger to himself. He just perceives it as like a natural thing. And to get to that like state, you first need to believe. You need to not feel anything, and you need to yourself have a high electromagnetic field around yourself. Now, how do you do that? And how you do that is by eating really good food. Well, not really good food, but by more or less being a vegan. You need to eat fresh fruits, vegetables. You, you can't really have well, I mean, you could have meat in your diet, but very little. It should be the opposite of what we do now. And the fresh fruits and vegetables should be uncooked, like treated in any way. It should just be what it is, fresh. It's directly from the light, the sun, or whatever. It's just directly from source that these fruits have a high electromagnetic field themselves. So by eating healthy like that, by not feeling or uh, by not feeling and by believing, he can do this. But there's also your energy that you use if you trying to find the right word for it. But the strongest energy in the human body to use, which a lot of people actually waste, is sexual energy. And you can go from there with that on how people waste it. But that is the strongest energy that everyone has, and that everyone kind of throws away because it's such a strong energy that people more or less are addicted to it. And because people are addicted to it, I mean, we have all the sites and whatnot. But so the experiment in what I'm going to be attempting in maybe like a month, 2 months out, is going to be me in a, I think it's pronounced Faraday cage, which is basically something which prevents me been, me from being affected by electromagnetic waves. I'm gonna try to like make it as sealed as possible and only stick with like meditation in it, because what it does is it simulates the conditions more or less of a actual cave. And I mean, I know this, but I don't know if other people know this, but I think it was Leonardo da Vinci who spent a lot of time in a cave, and he supposedly got his ideas from this. And it basically is, in a Faraday cage, you are isolating your own magnetic field to do stuff. I mean, to like try to concentrate and meditate. Like these Faraday cages are very good for meditation. And this is all from the law of one raw materials. So that's what I'll be trying to do in a month or two to make one. I don't have the funds to make one right now. But in addition, what I'm gonna be doing is restricting some of the, like, how I go about this experiment. So no, like, try to eat as little meat as possible. Stick with like a vegetarian diet for at least a month. Um, use the Faraday cage only for meditation for a month, and try to make sure I don't uh, release the sexual energy and use it in the experiment. I'm not doing anything like public. I know what some people think. We all have a gutter mind, but by doing so, by keeping this Faraday cage area like sacred or whatever, I will be trying to, through perception, through my own belief, change the property of water so that when I pour it into a container that has holes everywhere on it, not like small pinholes, but like big holes, that the water doesn't go out of them. It stays within the container, like I saw in my dream. And this is kind of it's the experiment, because I'm going to perceive water differently to try to show that through perception, that's how our reality is. And by disconnecting myself from like the world's collective consciousness and having all that interference, that it will work. And the thing is, I don't, at this time, I don't know if it's going to work or not. But that is the theory, because the Faraday cage is a simulated cave, and blocks all sorts of electromagnetic fields out of the equation, and it only becomes produced by my own electromagnetic field. So that is going to be the experiment I try in a month or two, maybe 3 months. I don't know how far out. It's probably going to be the first time doing like a live cam. You get to see my ugly mug. uh, I mean, I know I shouldn't say that. What, in addition, so this is a brief thing. One of my dreams, which is like being stung by bees, I believe I have figured out why that is the case, like why I have that dream. And it's because of negative thoughts. So because I have negative thoughts, I get stung by bees. And in the most recent dream, there were a lot of bees. I had the possibility of getting stung, but I wasn't. I mean, they were like on me. And while they were on me in the dream, I'm like, I'm going to accept this. I'm going to accept whatever is coming from these bees instead of like waking up immediately, which I usually do. And but then the alarm clock woke me up, so I don't know if anything happened further. But the everyone is the best interpreter of their own dreams. So I mean, you can find the information you may be looking for online, but if you don't think that is the case, you can just um, try to figure it out yourself, which is what I did with the bees. So, bees are negative thoughts that sting me. And That's about it. So like, share, subscribe. Donate a Faraday Cage if you want to see this sooner. Th- that is a joke. I'm not serious about that. I'll make it myself. I just need the funds, and I'm working, so I'll get it done. So my Twitter name, my Discord is gonna be up. Uh, have a nice day, and goodbye.